evening. You're watching the main news on HKIBC. I'm Chloe Feng. Our top stories tonight. Environment Minister Tse Chin-wan says further restrictions on Japanese seafood products unlikely for now. Hong Kong Airlines to give away 1,000 free tickets to promote the launch of new routes. The Secretary for Environment and Ecology, Tse Chin-wan, said it is not necessary to extend the seafood ban beyond 10 Japanese prefectures for now. The Secretary also reassured residents that there's no need to stock salts, as the city has sufficient supplies.
Speaking on a radio program this morning, Secretary for Environment and Ecology Tse Chin-wan said that the government has all the equipment required to monitor radiation levels in aquatic products imported from Japan. Authorities will decide whether import controls need to be expanded after monitoring the data, he added. Starting Thursday, Hong Kong banned imports of aquatic products from 10 Japanese prefectures after the country went ahead with its controversial plan of releasing tons of treated radioactive water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant into the Pacific Ocean. We've been constantly reviewing the situation, Tse said, adding that if authorities detected high radiation levels in aquatic products from other prefectures, they would add more regions to the banned list. So far, nothing abnormal has come to light, and the random check of the local catch also passed tests. There is a slim chance of expanding the ban over a wider region, he added. But that suggested the local eateries to consider importing high-quality aquatic products from the mainland. Citing that some fish farms in China have been harvesting premium seafood in fresh water, which is free from bacteria and other parasites. He also called on residents to stop panic buying salt after shoppers stripped supermarket shelves in belief that consuming it will provide enough iodine to offer protection against radiation. They stressed that such beliefs are not scientifically proven, adding that the city has sufficient supply of salt, which will last over 1 month. Imported salt from Japan only accounts for less than 1% of the overall market in the city, they explained. Separately, University of Hong Kong's pediatric medicine expert Patrick Ip warned that consuming too much salt could lead to high blood pressure, damaging the kidneys and the heart.
The Secretary for Justice Paul Lam said justice and truth will prevail, commenting on fugitive Tet Hui's admission as a lawyer by the Supreme Court of South Australia. Speaking at a press meeting in Beijing, Lam said that the former activist had been convicted by the court for a number of offenses. Whether Hui has good characters, justice inhabits people's hearts, Lam said. Hui, 41, is one of 8 former Hong Kong activists with a $1 million bounty on his head. Earlier this week, the Adelaide resident was admitted as a lawyer after clearing an integrity vetting, despite declaring all the convictions and warrants he faced in Hong Kong. Hui said his admission as a lawyer was a slap on the face for city authorities. There was a long line in Causeway Bay this morning as people queued up to get free air tickets to 18 destinations across Asia. Hong Kong Airlines is celebrating the launch of 4 new flight services and is giving away 1,000 economy class tickets as promotion. Macy Mock reports.
Hundreds of people waited in a queue on Patterson Street in Causeway Bay this morning to grab 1,000 free tickets, distributed by Hong Kong Airlines, which were given out on a first-come, first-served basis. Those waiting stood a chance to get free tickets to one of the 18 popular destinations across Asia, including Tokyo, Osaka, Bangkok, Taipei, Beijing, and Seoul. This woman who joined the queue at 6:30 a.m. said people had been lining up since midnight. She was hoping to get lucky with a ticket to the resort island of Bali in Indonesia. Another woman said she wanted to get a ticket to Thailand as airfares have soared after the pandemic. At 9 a.m., airline staff directed people to several kiosks located inside Fashion Walk Mall to begin the procedure for getting a free ticket. They had to first select their desired destination on the kiosk to get a token. Tickets to different destinations were handed out at different time slots. All those who got the token then had to return at the designated time to play a game in exchange of a free ticket. Those who opted for Bali were in the first batch at 11 a.m. Each participant had to operate a giant ticket grabber, where they had a chance at winning a free plane ticket stuffed toy. The end results of the game did not matter, as everyone with the token was given a letter informing them how to redeem round-trip economy class tickets on Hong Kong Airlines website. This woman who got a ticket for Bali said waiting in line for 2 hours was worth it. The giveaway was sponsored by Hong Kong International Airport. 500 tickets were distributed today, and another 500 will be given out tomorrow. Maisie Mock, HKIBC.
Real estate developer Swire Properties backs the government's initiative to boost spending by extending mall operating hours.
Swire Properties is very keen to support the government's initiative to support the nighttime economy. So we'll certainly be doing everything we can with our malls here in Hong Kong. We'll be looking, talking to the brands about opportunities to extend opening hours. We'll look at providing free parking for people who are shopping after hours. We're looking at more performances, more events, movie vouchers, to encourage people to come out and have fun and enjoy themselves.
Blackburn and Financial Secretary Paul Chen attended the opening ceremony of the Summer Festival, held in a community space at the Quarry Bay Harbourfront. The event is held under the Happy Hong Kong campaign. Over 40 shops in the district are offering discounts on food and beverage as part of the 3-day festival, which ends tomorrow. Chen urged members of the public to get a drink with their family and friends after dinner before going home tonight. A man was injured in a knife attack in Tsim Sha Tsui in broad daylight this morning. The 29-year-old, surnamed Lam, sustained injuries to his arms. He was conscious when medics took him to Queen Elizabeth's Hospital. Police said Lam was assaulted around 9 a.m. outside Energy Plaza on Granville Road. 2 men aged between 30 and 40 years old attacked Lam and ran away. No arrests have been made so far. The Hong Kong garrison of the People's Liberation Army has completed a rotation overnight. The annual rotation marked the 26th since the PLA was first based in Hong Kong in 1997. Around midnight, the arriving troops entered Hong Kong via Lok Ma Chau, passing through the border post in Huanggang Port in Shenzhen. A ceremony was held at the Gung Club Hill Barracks after their arrival. Troops returning to the mainland thanked residents for their support. Earlier, the servicemen of the PLA Navy and Air Force from Shenzhen also completed the rotation and handover after arriving in Hong Kong. The SAR government welcomed the new arrivals. Niger's new military leaders have told the French ambassador to leave the country within 48 hours. It comes as the junta in the West African state tightens its grip on power and prepares for a potential foreign intervention. Azam Khan reports.
The Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, has given Niger's military leaders a new ultimatum to release and reinstate President Mohamed Bazoum, who's been under house arrest for a month since the coup. But the junta are not backing down.
The junta, however, is digging in. They've appointed a new government and said that they will transition back to constitutional rule within a 3-year timeline. ECOWAS, however, has called that provocative and said that they will not accept that timeline. It's unclear what is going to happen next. ECOWAS says that face-to-face talks as well as backdoor negotiations are ongoing, but they did say that the ball is now in the junta's court.
Responding to the new ultimatum and the potential threat of intervention from ECOWAS, Niger's junta leaders have authorized troops from neighboring Mali and Burkina Faso to come to its defense if needed. Meanwhile, anti-French sentiment continues to rise in the West African nation. In a letter, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has asked the French ambassador to leave Niger within 48 hours after he ignored an invitation for a meeting with the ministry earlier. Thousands have taken to the streets to express their anger towards their former colonial masters. In contrast, pro-Russia sentiment is stronger than ever, with many Nigerians wanting to partner with Moscow. The junta have asked Russian mercenary group Wagner, who have a strong presence in West Africa, to help combat extremism. Azam Khan, HKIBC.
On to the weather now. Overcast and very hot tomorrow. Temperatures will range between 28 and 33 degrees. Similar outlook for the next couple of days. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. And that is our main news for Saturday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Chloe Feng. Thank you for watching. Good night.